Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here, back with another guide for Dark Souls 3. And in part 6, I think it's part 6, of the full playthrough walkthrough, we're going to go through Farron Keep, the big swamp area of Dark Souls 3. There had to be one, and this is it. If you've never joined me for these walkthroughs before, this is a Let's Play style walkthrough, where I play as I record and as I talk, so a little live. You may hear a little bit of background noise, but I'll do my best to edit that out. Before we get started, I want to mention the whole like, comment, subscribe thing. Go ahead and do that. If you want to support monetarily, you can click the blue join button below the video. So get that out of the way. So my stats are as follows. Currently level 39. 21 Vigor, 10 Attunement, 16 Endurance, 16 Vitality, 27 Strength, 12 Dex, 10 Intelligence, 9 Faith, 7 Luck. Currently I'm using a Butcher Knife plus 3 and the Crest Shield and the Northern set. My rings, I have the Covetous Silver Serpent Ring, Blue Tearstone Ring, Blood Bite Ring, which we're going to change to the Poison Bite Ring. And then I'm also using the Estus Ring, which increases the amount of HP restored with each Estus flask. So... Okay, no, I'm good with this. Okay, so with the swamp, there's a lot of poison around, so I just want to check my armor here, see maybe what like the highest poison rating is, while still staying light. Wow, the Thrall Hood is quite large. Sellsword armor. The Drang armor. Still a mid-roll with that. I'm at the Drang gloves. Same. Drang shoes. It's quite high. Yeah, I'm good with that. Alright, so we just increase our poison resist a good deal. Alright, so in the previous part of the walkthrough, we did all of Cathedral of the Deep. So I recommend doing Cathedral of the Deep first before going into Farron Keep, because the part after Farron Keep is Catacombs of Karthus. The part after that requires an item that you get from finishing Cathedral of the Deep. So you should just do Cathedral of the Deep, hit that dead end, and then come over here. Okay, so let's rest at the bonfire, then we'll travel. I already have the Farron Keep bonfire unlocked. I did that when we went through the Road of Sacrifices. So we can warp there. If you do not already have this bonfire enabled, I'll show you where it is. So we're going to go up this ladder. And then it's basically just on the opposite side of the Road of Sacrifices. So it's guarded by 2 unkindled NPC, hostile NPCs. So it's right here. Basically, this is the Road of Sacrifices. And this way leads to the Crystal Sage boss. So it's just this little entryway here. This leads to Farron Keep. All right, let's go back down. We will come back to Road of Sacrifices through Farron Keep later on. I will warn you, this is a really big area, so we're going to be here a while, just literally adventuring around. And while I appreciate that Souls games don't have a map, it can get a little annoying, especially in a place like this. So what we're going to do is, from this bonfire, we're going to go in an anti-clockwise fashion around the swamp. There's a lot of treasure to be picked up. There's just a lot of everything to be picked up. So, there's a purple moss clump. That is useful. I won't say it's not, but you'll notice that, like, you're just in a poison swamp. You're gonna get poisoned. So just having gear with high poison resist basically allows you to just sort of rummage around the swamp and not really worry about the damage you're going to be taking. I'm saying this to basically say that we're going to be poisoned the entire time we're here. So just keep that in mind. All right, there's the Iron Flesh Pyromancy. And then there are some deep parts of the swamp. There are some not deep parts of the swamp. And yeah, we're going to be visiting bonfires a lot just to kind of get more flasks, restore our health. But like I said, we're just going to stay poisoned the entire time. I'm not going to worry about it. Our first enemy here is a Basilisk. If you played Dark Souls 1, these guys should give you some nightmare flashbacks, because they do the same thing in this game. They can curse you. So just make sure you deal with them quickly. Don't let that curse build up too fast. Oh god. Great. Yeah, see, we're just staying poisoned. I'm not gonna waste the moss. I'm not gonna bother. It's just not worth it. Just stay poisoned. It's fine. Alright. Cool. So then we're gonna come through here. And there's another treasure over here. And believe it or not, we're actually gonna go back to the Road to Sacrifice pretty quickly here. So there's a large soul of a nameless soldier. And then we can come over here, and then there's going to be some more basilisks to deal with. Okay. Staying over here. Just going to take a peek around this corner. I'm going to come up here just to literally peek around the corner. I'm not going to go all the way up the staircase. Just want to check something. Okay, great. So the goal, I want to mention this, the goal of Farron Keep is to extinguish the 3 flames, and that will open the door to the Undead Legion. And the Undead Legion is the boss of the area. So that's kind of what we have to do. We have to find the 3 flames, extinguish them, which is done just by pressing X on the flame. You don't have to do anything special. And then you gain access to the boss. So we'll come across those as we adventure around. Alright, so we're coming across a very important treasure here. Nice, repair pattern, great. Alright, so this little cave here is really important. This has a tome inside. It's the Golden Scrolls. That's a divine tome for Irina that we'll give to her later. And then we get the Antiquated set, which is the same set as Dusk of Seal from Dark Souls 1, and we will find the Crown of Dusk a little later on. Okay. So that round of poison finally ran out. Oh, police sirens. Okay. So what we're going to do now is... Sorry, we get a little turned around in this place. Where did I just come out of? Oh my god. Okay. So that's the cave. We came out of the basilisk area. Great. Okay, so we're going to continue running along this perimeter here. I am going to moss just to kind of reset. And this enemy right here, this big boy, is something serious. So we're going to attack him just to kind of get things moving. But, as you can see, he's able to summon spirits to come after us. And that's rude, but it is something we got to deal with. So sometimes you can get them to follow you around, sometimes you can't. But these guys are always in really deep parts of the swamp, so you want to kind of kite them to less deep parts of the swamp. This way you can deal with them accordingly. Alright, so there you go. So that's one of them. These guys will often appear in groups, so you have to be very careful of them. Alright. Cool. So I'm just trying to like maintain my bearings here. This place is really easy to get lost in. All right, so we have this little keep here. This little one. Okay. And then inside are a bunch of slugs. And there's even more slugs like on the walls in here. So we want to do our best to actually, come on, just take out a firebomb. Take care of them that way. Yeah, I can take care of the rest. Alright, cool. Get an undead bone shard, level up our bonfire in a little while. And so basically what we've done is we've gone around in an anti-clockwise fashion, and we are now at this big door. So this big door has 3 braziers, right? And it's a big door, and this is the door we have to open. So we have to extinguish the flames. However, the reason I went around this way is because there's a bonfire here. And this bonfire is extraordinarily helpful. Alright, so I'm not going to rest at it. I'm just going to light it. Just for the looks, I I just bite it for the looks. I don't like it. It's a Will Smith line. Okay, so we're gonna go back into the swamp and we're gonna keep going around the perimeter here. And as we go around the perimeter, we're gonna now encounter some really fierce dogs. So let's go ahead and grab this treasure here. Titanite shard. And then we have these, I think these are called Grus. I have to check the book in a second. I have it open in front of me. Pretty sure these guys are called Grus. These guys can really overwhelm you very quickly. Yeah, GHRU. So these are Grus. And the Grus kind of just like show up. They don't just show up. You can see them coming, but sometimes they're just like really hard to see in the swamp. They also kind of aggro from far away. Alright, so the giant enemy crab here, who we do need to kill. So try to get away from him. Alright. So we want to kill the giant enemy crab. Oh, Jesus. I want to kill you. I don't want you to kill me. That's not how this is supposed to go. It's going to do its bubble beam attack, like a Blastoise. Yep, there goes that. Jesus, now I'm slowed. Slowed even more than I already was from the swamp. Hopefully it doesn't submerge. Sometimes it submerges when it gets low on health as a defense mechanism. Hey, we got him. Alright, so that's the giant enemy crab. And we kill it for the lingering Dragoncrest ring. That's why we killed that one. It's one of the few enemies in the game that just has a guaranteed drop. So you want to make sure you kill that thing. Okay, and all around here we're going to have some branches. As well as just some corpses. Gold pine resin bundle. An ember. We get the young branch. Crown of Dusk. Young white branch. Young white branch. Go ahead and heal up. Alright. So there are some elder Grus around here. One is, I'm pretty sure one is just like wandering around, so you gotta be careful. There's a regular Gru here. Sometimes these things can come in pairs, so you gotta be careful. And when you kill one, sometimes like more show up. So we're just trying to be very careful here. Right. Okay. Cool. Now this section is a little sad. Because if you look closely, there are mushroom dad corpses. Oh boy. Oh, that was an input buffer right there. I pressed circle before it hit me, and then I rolled afterward. Okay, so there's some mushroom dad corpses here, which, you know, from Dark Souls 1 you should be familiar, but unfortunately, they died. So this is the Sage's Scroll. You can give that to Orbeck of Vinheim later. So the idea is that this was probably Darkroot Garden. Lothric is basically built on top of Lordran. So that's kind of the idea, is that this was probably Darkroot Garden. Or as I said in my guide, Darkroot Garden. For some reason I had a brogue that day. I don't know what happened. Alright, so let's kill these Grus. No, he's like right behind us. Some of these Grus have an attack that allows them to jump on top of you, so you gotta be careful. Alright, so we have 3 Elder Grus here. And these guys are guarding, I think, a Sage's Coal. So we do want to try to kite them out. I don't think they're weak to anything, so this is going to be interesting. Oh boy, that was a mistake. I'm not really sure how I want to deal with this. Alright. Oh god. I think what I should do is just run and grab the treasure. That's what I'm going to do. Hopefully it's not in the deep part. Oh, it's a poison gem. Okay, well that's really nothing special. Alright. That's kind of pointless. Let me run around here, see what I can do. I would love it if I could get some of these to leave me alone. Which I think is actually happening, so that's nice. Oh god. One trick I should tell you about Dark Souls 3 is that it introduced this really neat mechanic that, oh god, that basically it allows you to hold down on your D-pad, and no matter what item you currently have selected, you'll automatically go to the Estus flask, or whatever you have in the first equipment slot. So, it's very nice. Very nice that way. Okay. Cool, so we're able to kite one out. Great. Oh, I forgot about that attack. I totally forgot about that attack. Alright, there's that. And we have one more. Get Pharis' hat off of that one. Is that a guaranteed drop? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it becomes like more and more obvious the more you go through here that this is very likely Darkroot Garden. You know, Pharis' hat. I think Pharis' bow is even here, so yeah, it just becomes obvious. Oh god, I have to Ember. Yikes. Okay, I kind of didn't want to Ember because there is an NPC invasion here that I just like didn't want to deal with right now. That's that one. And the Black Bow of Pharis. Okay, yeah. Maybe those are guaranteed drops. I'm glad I killed them. Okay, so what I'm going to do... I really don't want to rest. I don't want to rest. Because there's more than one bonfire here that I kind of want to showcase. Alright. Cool. So treasure here. Grab that. Wolf's Blood Swordgrass. So that is actually a Covenant item. Do not drink from this pot. It is poison. But we get the Sunlight Talisman. I'm almost positive this is poison. Oh, it's not. Why did I think that was poisonous? Well, anyway. Okay, so from here, we're sort of in an interesting area. There's some Grus nearby. So let's go ahead and take care of them. They come in a 4-pack, I think. Not sure if that one over there will aggro. Yeah, these guys move so fast. It's like unbelievable. Shh. Oh! Wow, I barely saw him. Okay, so that's 3. I'm going to try to aggro this guy. Yep, come on over. Whoa, buddy. Alright, cool. So there is an Elder Gru roaming around. Your Greatsword. And there's something on the other side of this. At this point, I'm trying not to be poisoned just because I don't have a lot of health. Okay. Alright. I think what I have to do is I think I have to head back to my bonfire. Yeah. I don't have enough health or anything to survive. Damn, even this patrolling Elder Gru worries me. I may actually die and just come back for the bloodstain. Hopefully he doesn't see me. Oh, this is actually perfect. So believe it or not, this is another bonfire. I didn't realize where we were. Just gonna firebomb these guys. Okay, so this is another bonfire right here. Yeah. Just tempted to do something else. But this is a really good like checkpoint here. So this ladder leads to a covenant that has to do with Farron Keep. Alright. I'm going to come over here just because I know this is not actually the correct way, but there's a staircase here. Leads to a crystal lizard. Hello. And this is an illusory wall, so I'm glad I did that. So this is the Dreamchaser's ashes. So we can drop in here, and there's a bonfire, and I'll just show you like where this actually is. So the ladder we just came up was right here, so we went to the left, and then the bonfire's in there. So the illusory wall that we just opened, in case you went the other way, is up the right staircase right here. So this is the Dreamchaser's ashes. And then this is the Wolf of Farron. So this is the old Wolf of Farron. You get a Legion Etiquette. You can join the Covenant. You get the item. And then the Watchdogs of Farron is very similar to the Forest Watchers Covenant in Dark Souls 1. Basically, you wear the item. You can invade people in the swamp. And then killing them gives you a Blade of Grass. And then the Wolf's Blood Sword Grass is your Covenant item to level up. If you level up the Covenant all the way to +2, I think it's 30 Blades of Grass, Hawkwood has a questline. He gets very angry at you because you succeeded and he didn't. Hawkwood is basically the crestfallen warrior of this game. So I'm going to go back to Firelink just to hand in the tomes and the ashes. Maybe level up a bit. We'll just use this as a little bit of a breather. Give her the Dreamchaser's ashes. Alright, and then that gives us some more items. I think the life ring is actually what it gives us. Yeah, alright. Oh, I never bought this. I'll just get that anyway. Yeah, great. So this cures toxic. I am going to buy 2 of these just in case. Yeah. Alright, great. And then I don't think we're able to level up again, but if we are, it's worth checking. No, we need another large shard. That's okay. So let's give Orbeck his tome. Golden Scroll. I think Golden Scroll is a miracle. I don't think he would even take it. Oh, it is for Orbeck. Okay.
And the Undead Legion, thank you. I doubt I have now.
Alright, give him the Golden Scroll as well.
But not even the Dragon School possesses such a long lost. What would
God, come on.
scholars say with their ridiculous headwear?
Okay, so that unlocks a whole lot, including the ancient sorceries of Ulasil, such as Hidden Weapon, Hidden Body, Twisted Wall of Light, which is a new one. And then Repair, which is very nice. Although Repair is like largely useless in Dark Souls 3, because every time you rest at a bonfire, you repair, so. But you also get Cast Light as well from that. And you get Pestilent Mist. Pestilent Mist is a really good sorcery. You can actually use it against bosses, believe it or not. It just has a really high intelligence requirement of 30. But you can even kill Dark Eater Midir with this boss, so. Yeah. Okay, cool. So that's for Orbeck. And then don't forget to burn your Bonfire Ash or whatever it is. Your Undead Bone Shard. All right, you burn that. And then, we didn't get an Estus Shard, right? Alright, so let's go ahead and level. Should have enough for at least one level. Yeah, let's go to Vigor. Okay, so actually, while we're here, this is a really, really good opportunity. So, let's come over here. And then, this NPC is somebody that we rescued a long time ago. I think during the second part of the walkthrough. We rescued him from High Wall of Lothric. Actually, no, the Undead Settlement. This is Yoel of Londor. Yoel of Londor is a really unique NPC that progresses a quest line that allows us to, one, we can... It's tough, because if you're a fan of Dark Souls 1, this gets confusing. There is a mechanic in Dark Souls 3 called Hollowing, and it is not like Dark Souls 1. Hollowing allows you to get quote-unquote free levels at the cost of your appearance. And it also sort of changes like a couple of other cosmetic things, such as how you look. And you can remove the hollowing effect. You can remove your dark sigil by paying the Firekeeper and essentially paying for those 5 levels. So they're not exactly free if you want to get rid of them. But we do want to get the 5 levels because after we progress through this area, once we proceed into the next area, the Catacombs of Karthus, this quest line no longer becomes available. So we want to do this now. So let's talk to Yoel, and then we can draw out our true strength. Let's go ahead and bump that into strength. And then Yoel. Just want to see how we keep doing this. I think you just die. Hollowing and levels. Hollowing stat. Each time you die by an equal number. First level is available with no requirements. The second at 2 hollowing, 6, 12, 15. Okay, so basically what we're going to do is we're just going to die a bunch because I want to get these 5 levels. So if you'd like, you could just go ahead and skip through the walkthrough, check the timestamps. The quickest way to do this is just jump off a ledge. So we'll just come over here and jump. Yep, this is probably what this guy's doing. This person. Okay.
Oh, be safe.
Okay, so we now have 2 hollowing, which appears under our level, so we can talk to Yoel again and do it again.
I would then show there.
Okay. I'm going to do it a few more times. Now we got to go to 6. Alright, so I'm pretty sure this keeps doubling, actually. And I want to check something. If I use the dark sign, what happens? Does this count as a death? Probably not. No. It's okay. Ah, this fog wall is so stupid. It's not stupid, it's just annoying. Okay, so now we're at 6, which should be another one. Oops. Yep, so this is 3. Go to 30 strength.
Be safe.
Okay, now we die again. I think that'll bring us to 9? It's a weird multiplier. It doesn't go up by 1. Alright, so that's 12. That's another one. This is 4.
Then shall we bear it?
Okay, let's go to 10 faith. Alright. So one thing, or I'll do this. I'll say it at the end of the timestamp. I don't want to sort of be inefficient here and accidentally not tell certain people something. So let's just die one more time and we should go to 15. Okay, so this is our last drawing out of strength. Okay. So how many dark sigils do we have? Right, so we have 4 dark sigils. This gets a little complicated. Okay, so it's a little unclear. Actually, let me check the book. Let me see if the book is more clear than the Fextra Life wiki, because Fextra Life is, I don't know, not very curated. Bestiary, items, armor, weapons. Okay, Aaron, Horus, Cornix, Hawkwood, Irina, Grey Rat, Carla, Leonhard, Ledleth, Holy Knight, Hardrick, Orbeck, Shrine Handmaid, Patches, Rosaria, Sigurd, Cirrus, Firekeeper, Yuria. Okay. Okay, the reason I'm hesitating is because by drawing out the strength 5 times, Yoel dies. If Yoel dies by doing that, you can no longer get an item later on. And 2, the wiki and the book both say that reaching Catacombs of Karthus is the trigger for Yoel dying early. So I want to see if I could just kill the boss, not enter the catacombs, and then it happens. Let me just Google it. What is the trigger for Yoel dying? Ah, okay. Okay, it was the bridge. Okay, so we can do this a little bit later, I think. I hope. I'm actually going to back up my save before we kill the boss of the swamp. Just because I just want to make sure. Okay, so we drew out the strength 4 times. That gave us 4 free levels. So we will continue Yoel's quest line a little bit later. And as you can see, my emblem is now cracked. And my physical appearance is now terrible. So I'll take off the hood that I'm wearing so you see it. But hollowing literally has the same cosmetic effect as hollowing does in Dark Souls 1. There you go. So now I'm all disgusting and hollow. Don't look at me. All right, so from this bonfire, there's a very important thing to do. That is to take this elevator up. And then also from this elevator, I think there's somewhere to jump out, but we'll do that in a little bit. Okay, so from this elevator, we are going to do some things. We're going to go up these stairs, and then we're actually going to fight basically an asylum demon who has just sort of like been abandoned down here and kind of lost his way. Be careful, though. He can grab you, and when he grabs you, he has a pretty decent chance of throwing you off the bridge, killing you instantly. So you want to be careful. This demon is actually in like a really sorry state. And, oh god, it has a tail whip, I forgot. And what I mean by that is that it's like decaying, right? So what we're actually able to do... Oh my... Oh, please don't throw me off. Please don't throw me off. I'm dead. Oh my god, I'm not dead. That was crazy. I guess he has a grab and a throw. Yeah, he can, like, spit rocks at you, which is weird. But we're actually able to chop off his legs. Which is, again, a little sad. Because, you know, this was like the first boss of Dark Souls. And now it's just sort of in disrepair, forgotten about on this little bridge. Not really guarding anything. It's just sort of lost. Whoa. Wow. Oh, wow. I'm surprised that wasn't a hit. Alright. If I'm mashing L1, R1, I don't think that does anything in Dark Souls 3. It might. Anyway. Yeah, it also has that butt stomp thing again. The ground pound. And you get the soul of the stray demon. So it's literally a stray demon just wandering around. Okay. So we get an ember there. But believe it or not, we're not done. And you get the great axe. But we are not done. There's still more to do on this bridge. So we're going to come over here, and then we can actually drop off and go to the other side. And as you can see, the flames are still lit. So, walk along here. And then we get to go to the other side. And there are several crystal lizards here, so you want to... There's some enemies, so I'm just trying to be mindful. Alright. Cool, get a couple large Titanite shards, and then you get the Lightning Spear miracle from this deceased dragon. And if you look closely, the other side of this bridge is the Undead settlement. These are all the pilgrims from the other side. So now we're, after all that time, we are literally just across from the first area. Pretty cool. Alright, so there's another crystal lizard here. He has a chance to run. Yeah, he's running up the stairs, which is kind of annoying. Oh, God. Dude, thank you. All right. Get a heavy gem now. All right. Cool. So, yeah, he just, like... The screaming guy just wakes everyone up, which is annoying. But, over here... Is there treasure up here? That's weird. I guess it's just the way back, but let's just kill everything. Yeah, but it's just sort of like these guys are guarding this area. But like the bridge fell out, so they like couldn't get back to the high wall. Yeah, so if you look closely, you have all the pilgrims, you have the whole undead settlement, and then you have Cathedral of the Deep over here. Yeah, so you can see everything. This is Farron's Swamp down here. The flames are still lit. This is High Wall of Lothric up here. The whole world, even though it's not, you know, this grand, interconnected, spherical world, it's still, like, fantastically built and constructed. It's just done in a different way. I will say it feels a lot better than Dark Souls 2, that style of branching path. And, yeah, this guy actually made it. So, but unfortunately, he died there. But yeah, so the world is still really well constructed and actually does connect to itself, but because Lothric is in ruins, it just doesn't feel like it, but it is, if you actually look at it. Okay, cool. So now we're done with this section. So now we can go back over here. And like I said, I'm pretty sure there's somewhere to drop through in this elevator. I'm going to try to keep an eye out for that. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm going to take it back up one more time. Nah, I guess I'm wrong. Yeah, alright. No big deal. So let's go ahead and rest at the bonfire again. Okay. Actually, can I use that lightning spear? No, I don't have nearly enough faith. George Michael will be disappointed. Okay, so back into the swamp now. Unfortunately, you're likely going to get some damage from these. Yep. From these guys. Alright. Okay, so now we're back in the swamp. And we still have a lot of exploring to do. So let's come over here. And then what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to come in here first. Nice. Oh. Oh, that's funny. I didn't realize where I was. It's been so long ago. Anyway, yeah, there's like two bonfires right next to each other. So there's the one up the ladder here. Right there. And then there's the one across this bridge. Strange. I don't know why it's that way. Okay, so we're going to continue exploring the swamp and sort of finish that up. And then there's actually an NPC invasion that I want to force. So I will Ember in a little bit. That's on my to-do list. Okay, here's that wandering elder Gru that we talked about earlier. Okay, he sees us now, that's good. Ugh. I couldn't tell what was happening. Alright, so he died to the fire, which is what I was actually trying to get him to do the whole time, but it's okay. Alright, so there's a treasure tucked back here. Let's go ahead and grab this. The Nameless Knight Helm. I think it's actually Oscar's set. Anyway. Titanite Shard. And then we can continue going this way. Right. Alright, so now it is time to put out the flames. What? Where did you come from? Oh my god. Dude. This dude just like showed up. That's crazy. Alright. Cool. So now it's time to put out the flames. There's one here. Put this one out. Get a little cutscene. This flame goes out. And then if you were to go anywhere and look down into the swamp, this flame would no longer be lit. So this is a global change. And then when this flame goes out, one of the braziers near the very big door gets lit. And so now we just got to light all three, and then we gain access to the boss. There it is. Okay, so there's also something that we got to do. I think it's back in that basilisk area, but we got to get back to the Road of Sacrifice because there's an important item over there. Yeah, that's where we're going, right there. That building. That's what we're looking for. Okay. Cool. You do want to be careful, though, because there's often enemies around. Homeward Bone, just in case it's your last one. So the guys who are sitting down, yeah, they can jump, and if they land on you, it's not instant death, but it's a strong possibility that you're going to die. Okay, great. So I'm glad we came over to this side, because there's still items we got to get. So now we're back in this little basilisk area. So we're sort of near the beginning of where we were earlier. So nice little loop. Careful of your curse meter. Don't let it build up. Alright. I'm just clearing out the basilisks here. We're not actually going to go this far. Alright. Cool. So that's the cave where we found the tome. With the ancient sorceries. So now we got to get up here. And then I'm just, honest to God, forgetting how we do that. I think we go from over here. Poisoned? No way. How do we do this? This is the part that I was worried about, like, just completely forgetting how to do this. There's a path up. I know for a fact that there is. Because it leads back to Road of Sacrifices. I actually might have to look at this. Oh, okay. We actually do it from the boss area. Okay, no big deal. I'm glad I have the map open. Otherwise, I would have spent a lot of time looking at that. Okay. Cool. Alright. So here we are again, near the big door. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go across this bridge. And we got to find the other two. The other two flames. But we basically cleared out the swamp, so there's nothing there for us anymore. So what I recommend doing is resting at this bonfire, resetting your poison, resetting your flasks, because this is actually a bit of a tough area. Alright, so we're going to come out, and we're going to try our best to kill these guys fast. And the reason for that is because they can actually cast Poison Mist. And as you can see, they can really gang up on you. What? Alright, I'm going to start this again. Reset all that. And then we're going to do this again. Alright, now there's somebody down there, and I'm not sure if he's going to make it back. He's going to come back to haunt us. I know he will. But that's okay. We're going to proceed along this route. And then there's a Gru there. Yep, he aggro. That's fine. I'd rather that happen than not. So he's there. And then I think there's a ring over here. I think that might appear on New Game Plus. Yeah, I think on New Game Plus there's a ring there. There's a dog barking outside, so Donner might hear that. Alright, go ahead and extinguish this second flame. And then, same thing happens. Now we have two. Go ahead and skip that cutscene. Get a purple moss clump. Yeah, there's definitely a ring there on New Game Plus. Actually, even on New Game Plus 2, there's a ring. Okay, come down here, and this is like the final section of the swamp that we really haven't... Like, we've explored part of it, but not all of it. Anyway, so there he is, jumping out of the swamp. Oh my god, that was really close. He almost, like, full comboed us. Jesus. Stay still. There, got him. Excellent. So these guys, I think they can actually drop the Blades of Grass for the Covenant, if I'm not mistaken. So they're quite important. Okay. So there's some grooves, as you can tell. Yeah, this is the other side of that, like, seesaw bridge, where, like, there's a part, like, they're broken, you know? Near the soup. Oh, God. Yeah, so this is where that 4-pack was earlier. Yeah, so there's still some items in the swamp. Okay. I'm going to come over here, though. I know that there's still items over there, and that's fine. I'm going to come over here. And then we're going to walk along this path. I don't think there are any items over here, but I'm just checking. Oh, but there's this guy. Yes, okay, so there's a Dark Wraith here. So, there's a Sage's Coal, and then there's a Dark Wraith. So, something happened. Whoa. You killing slimes now, bro? Kind of messed up my backstab, but I guess that's fine. So, oh my god. Yeah, these guys are super fast in Dark Souls 3. So, something happened, and the Dark Wraiths escaped. That's kind of the story here. So the Dark Wraiths escaped the Abyss, or they escaped New Londor. You know what? It probably happened when we opened up the floodgates as the Chosen Undead, you know? If I had to guess, I'd say that's what happened. But the Dark Wraiths have escaped, and so now they're all around. And we will run into more. Guarantee it. Alright, so we got the Sage's Coal. That allows us to do magic infusions. Just keep wandering around here. Some more sluggy slugs. Some more Gale the snails. Alright. And we are actually near the final flame, so don't worry, this isn't just like a big detour. Okay. Got over here. Got the stone Parma. It's a nice shield. Alright, come over here. Got 10 prism stones. And believe it or not, we're actually by the entrance. That goes back to Road of Sacrifices. Like, this swamp is so big. It's crazy. But we do it counterclockwise. This way we gain access to the bonfires fast. Alright. Okay. Get the Ragged Mask. I think that actually has the highest poison resistance of the game. No, maybe not. In Dark Souls 2, that excuse me. In Dark Souls 2, that mask was found in Broom Tower in the second DLC, and it allowed you to actually like explore an area of Broom Tower that would otherwise kill you in like 5 seconds. I'm pretty sure as like a speedrunner you can just get through it no problem, but yeah. Anywho. Okay, so there's an item over here. I don't want to forget this. This is being guarded by a slug. It's also a big orb, so I think it's important. Yes, an Estus shard. I was wondering where that was. Okay. Corpse here. Titanite shard. Okay. So, I'm going to kill these slugs. Hit him with the Diddy Bop. Alright. Cool. And like I said, we're very close to the entrance. How close to the entrance are we? Well, it's right here. So we have literally come full circle in the swamp. This is the entrance back to Road of Sacrifices. And here's the bonfire. So, we have fully looted the swamp. We have lit 2 of the 3 flames. And so, it is now time, oh boy, to light the final flame and get on with the show. See if they drop anything. No, of course not. Okay, so head up this staircase, and then we're going to light the final flame. Of course, it's guarded by a couple grooves, so just careful. Alright, cool, so that's one. And then we got this other one. Very good. Titanite shard. Just checking over here. Okay, so let's light the final flame. And then the door will open. So I'll let this cutscene play out. Alright. All 3 flames have been lit. We now have the way open. Over here. Rotten pine resin. Oops, I don't know what that jump was about. Now we can come down here. Pretty sure there's a Gru waiting for us. I feel like I hear him. Yeah, he's right there. Okay. So, great. I just want to see something. 22. Okay. All right. Great. So let's keep following the bonfires, and then we can get back to our literal bonfire. So if you actually just follow the linear path of the swamp, it's really fast to get through. It's not long at all. But if you want to get all the treasures and everything, that takes a while. Back across the bridge. There you go. Cool. So let's rest at the bonfire. Reset everything. And then we can go to the final part of the swamp. Okay. So, final part of the swamp. We have a bunch of Corvian enemies, as well as Dark Wraiths. So I'm actually going to ignore that treasure for now. We're going to come up here and kill this Corvian storyteller before he can do too much damage to us. Great. Great job. Wonderful. Alright. And then there's going to be some small Corvians down here. Not small, just, you know, worshippers of the storyteller. And as long as you kill the storyteller, you can kind of go at these guys at your leisure. And there you go. All right, great. The Shriving Stone. Well, that was a weird corpse drop. Okay. So, remember, I mentioned that there's a way to get back to the Road of Sacrifice from here. And ignore these Dark Wraiths fighting the Undead Legion. Instead, you want to turn around and come through here. And there's a bonfire for you. Oh, you know, I actually forgot about the Londor Pale Shade. Farron Keep invasions. Oh. Yellowfinger Hazel is an NPC invasion. Oh, man. Okay. Well, that's funny. Anyway. Let's proceed through here. I definitely want to showcase that, because I want to be able to kill them now that I actually have a decent weapon. I didn't realize that Yellowfinger Hazel was an NPC invasion. That's funny. Okay. So, there's a crystal lizard here. Or crystal basilisk, I should say. Kind of strong. Hello. Goes down, you get 2 Titanite scales, and then you can finally open this door. And you get great magic weapon, and then this leads back to the swamp, or to the Road of Sacrifices, with that Black Knight. Oh, come on, bro. Relax. Okay, but we're not done just yet with this little excursion to the Road of Sacrifices, because there's a spot where we can drop off here. And this will allow us to get some treasures that we missed in the swamp. Okay, so you gotta be careful. The Atonement spell. The Hollow Gem. And then I'm actually looking for the Twinkling Dragonhead Stone. Number 22. Two, 5, 1, 15, 26, 30, 25. Oh, right, okay. Never mind. Okay, so I'm going to Ember because I want to be invaded. And there should be an NPC invasion. That can happen here. It should literally happen in this area. The book says area with a lot of basilisks. Oh god. I might get cursed. Jesus. Wow. I feel like so dumb thinking that Yellowfinger Hazel was a human. Alright. So we should be able to stand here and Hazel should come to us. But then the Londor Pale Shade. Yep. There we go. Oh my god. The tree. There we go. Okay, so we should get the Xanthus Crown and the pick. Yes. Okay, so that's Dark Spirit Hazel. And now I am going to Homeward Bone. I'm going to go to the bonfire last rested at. And then there is another NPC invasion. Alright, so I want to go to... Person looks just like Hawkwood. I want to go to the Farron Keep bonfire, and then we're going to turn right. And then the Londor Pale Shade should invade us here. Actually, no, this is incorrect. I know for a fact this is incorrect. Londor Pale Shade should invade us. I'm going to check this, but I don't think this is correct at all. No. No. It's the other bonfire. Londor Pale Shade invades you by the... Yeah, by the keep ruins. I'm almost positive Londor Pale Shade invades over here. Both the book and the Factual Life Wiki say that it's the first bonfire, but I don't think that at all. I really don't think so. I remember it being over here. Oh, maybe it's right. The reason I think it's wrong is because I've never heard of two NPCs invading in the same area, and like the text on the wiki is the same. Like it's the same for both entries. So that's why I just don't think this is correct. But we'll see. The reason I want to do this is because you can get an armor set if you kill it. It's also not a very hard invasion to deal with. And the way you know you're being invaded is you can't use a homeward bone. So it's a good idea to just keep them out. And if it just grays out, that's how you know the invasion is happening. Yeah, it said that it would happen here, but I don't think so. I think it actually happens by where the Dark Wraith is. I don't think it happens here. I remember fighting the Londor Paleshade by a keep. Yeah, it's the first bonfire. Oh, I missed the treasure. Oh, I'm glad we did this. Alright, not a big deal. Yeah, I feel like the invasion happens over here. Where is this thing and why is it invading me? Londor Paleshade invasion. It only happens if you do Yuria's questline, which we aren't able to start just yet. Alright. Anyway. This game is confusing. Okay. Let's go ahead and warp to the other bonfire. Farron Keep perimeter. And then we can fight the boss. So the boss of Farron Keep is very unique in that you actually can let the boss help you. So, okay, so the boss is the Abyss Watchers. And the Abyss Watchers are a really unique boss in that during the initial phase of the fight, you can get the boss to help you, if that makes any sense. So you'll sort of quickly figure out how things work. But first we got to clear out all these enemies. Okay, there's another witch doctor up here. It's the black bug pellet. Alright, so if you listen closely from here, you can hear a lot of fighting going on inside. And you'll notice that there are some Dark Wraiths fighting the Grus over here. And these Dark Wraiths basically patrol the area and are attempting to... oh god. are attempting to keep people from like opening the door. So yeah, the Dark Wraiths are like, man, what a combo that was. That's just, the Dark Wraiths are so impressive in Dark Souls 3. Anyway, so they're nice Dark Lightnings. So the Dark Wraiths are attempting to keep people out. And so they just like patrol this road and murder anyone who comes around. But if you listen closely, you can hear fighting going on inside. And that's for a pretty specific reason. Yeah, the Dark Wraiths are just so strong. Alright, great. Cool. So, it's been a long time since I fought this boss. So my explanation at the start might be a little off. But basically, during the first phase of the fight, there will be regular enemies that just sort of repeatedly spawn. And then whenever a bell tolls, red-eye versions of that enemy will spawn. But the red-eye enemy will attack any other enemies in the area. So what you can do is effectively let the red-eye enemies take care of everybody else and sort of fight on your side and just wait. That only lasts for so long, and then we have to fight the boss. So, and then the boss is just sort of like a straight-up 1v1 with some really cool attacks. So let's get started. And I am going to let the cutscene play out because it's really sick. All right. So, you got to listen for bells. Bells are the key. There's a bell. These guys have really long combos. So, that's the boss health. What we can do is just kind of wait. And eventually, more enemies will spawn. So basically, every time the bell tolls... Yeah, so the bell tolled, and now somebody came up, but you just want to get away. Alright, so unfortunately it aggroed us, which is a little unfortunate. It's okay, though. Alright, so that's that one. Just gotta wait for a red-eye one to come up. Alright, there we go. So now they're gonna fight each other. And we can literally just watch and listen to this fantastic music. You just don't want to get near them, otherwise... you'll basically, like, aggro them. So we just wait. Really do love this music. And this is just a really smart way of, like, conserving your Estus flasks and everything. So the bell will toll... Oh, God. So it's only the red-eye ones that will, like, go after the boss for you. Other than that... Oh, God. The rest of them are just regular enemies. Come on. Oh god. Terrible. Alright, so that's that. Luckily I didn't hit the red eye. So hopefully I can get them to attack each other. Yep, he's going after the red eye, which is helpful. But so I'm just going to back off and try to get them to collide. Alright, great. So unfortunately I did a ton of damage to the red eye, so this may not go super well. Ooh, good hit, good hit. Alright, so this is not a red eye, so I'm just going to kill this guy. Oh, man, doing such good work. Alright, so I think... Alright, the bell just rang again. I think. Yeah, there's the bell. So somebody's gonna show up. There's the bell again. Yeah, okay, great. Alright, it doesn't look to be a red eye. No, it is not. It's okay. Yikes. Alright, there's a red eye. I'm gonna try to get him to just help me out here. I'm sort of wasting this flask. Alright, now they can just 1v1. Alright, it's time to just kill this guy now. There we go. Okay, so this is phase 2. This is where the boss just turns into a 1v1. The boss does have some incredible attacks. This is like the first real serious boss fight if there ever was one in this game. Alright. So all of the corpses sort of get to converge and form the actual Undead Legion here. They're all going to converge, and of course this guy's sword is going to be on fire, because why not? The thing that you really got to watch out for, though, is the pick in his hand, in his left hand. That can just stagger you really fast if you're not careful. But I'm pretty sure you can take a red eye into the final phase, and, you know, it'll help you out a little bit, but I didn't do that. I didn't think that far ahead. Alright. Cool, so our position's reset, which is nice. He's probably going to come zooming towards us. You got to watch out for the flames on the sword, because they sort of linger. But he is susceptible to backstabs, so he's an NPC. It's just a 1v1 NPC kind of fight, so you don't really have to, you know, I think you could parry him, but I use a two-handed sword, so I don't ever parry. Yeah, there's the hook. Oh god, I had an itch. I had to itch my eye while I was doing that. Oh god. So much damage. Get me out of here. Ugh. I double pumped. I shouldn't have done that. That was kind of a waste. Okay, another backstab. That backflip move is like the easiest thing to fish a backstab out of. Yeah, that combo is really deadly. Got another backstab, great. And then we can just finish him off. Couple hits here. Oof. Yikes. Oh my god. Drink. There you go. That is the Abyss Watchers, Watchdogs of the Legion. You get the Cinders of a Lord, which is your first one, and then you get the Soul of the Blood Wolf. Soul of the Blood of the Wolf. Alright, so I'm going to light the bonfire. We are not going to proceed into Catacombs of Karthus. I should have backed up my save, otherwise I might have messed this up. But we're going to go to Firelink Shrine. And then we're going to see if we can get the final level out of Yoel of Londor. Cirrus of the Sunless Realms is back.
Hello again. I have since heard a great deal about you. For one, that you are most gentle of heart. I, too, am bound by duty, but can offer you my sign. I hear that cordial intrusion lays the path to embers. If I can be of help, by all means, do call upon me. Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
Okay.
If you should require...
So now Cirrus's sign will show up for us occasionally. Aegon of Karim is here. Let's see what he has to say.
Ah, I know you. Been some time. I just dropped in to see how she's getting on. Now, what are you playing at with this circus? This cesspool of doddering old folk and degenerates. Couldn't be better. She must fit in perfectly here. This place could...
Okay. So let's see. Hopefully Yoel isn't dead. He is not. Fantastic. So, pretty sure doing this should make his ashes drop. Yoel of Londor. Ashes. Hollow's ashes. Right. By defeating the Abyss Watchers without Dark Frost Sigils. Okay, great. So, let's do the final drawing out of strength. This is the last one we can do. Now we have obtained ample strength. So what we're going to do is we are going to reload our game. Yoel will die, and then Yuria of Londor will show up. Okay, Yoel is now dead, and Yuria of Londor has appeared. So let's speak with her.
Oh, prithee, art thou good Yoel's master? I am Yuria of Londor, a close friend of his. Thanks to thee, Yoel's soul is redeemed. Allow me to express my gratitude in his stead. Another matter. That a lord art thou not? Bearer of the dark sigil, and our Lord of Hollows. For the time thou remainst our Lord, we of Londor shall serve thee. And I, of course, am also thine. Oh, good Hollow, I'm afraid I must say, Orbeck of Vinheim is a cause of much consternation. He proclaimeth himself Lord of Hollows. If left alone, he may one day imperil thy rule. Fall to this matter yearly, else we are unraveled. Decisiveness is the mark of a true monarch. Orbeck of Vinheim.
Okay, so this is Yuria of Londor. Getting Yuria to appear begins a very long quest line that we actually will do most of, and it involves Anri of Astora. So the gist of the quest line is that you are now the Lord of Hollows, you have the Dark Sigil, and the people of Londor will follow you. And the people of Londor are like the practitioners of the dark arts. You can sort of think of it that way. They come from the Abyss. They worship the Abyss. Once you get to Irithyll of the Boreal Valley, and provided you sort of push Anri of Astora's questline along, you will come to a crossroads of which ending you want. There's an ending that involves the death of Anri of Astora, and then there's the ending that doesn't. Or rather, you can either... Yeah. And if you choose to let Anri die, under specific circumstances, you get, like, the top secret ending of the game, which I think we'll go for. But you need to get Yuria of Londor to appear in order to make that happen. Okay, so she sells the Dark Hand. She sells the Untrue Dark Ring, which allows you to retain your human appearance while hollow. So that's purely cosmetic. Then she gives you the Untrue White Ring, which allows you to take the appearance of a phantom. So let's just see what that's about. I don't remember that one.
Till we meet may the
Uh-huh. Okay. Weird. Where's my SS room? Perfect. Okay, so that is Yuria of Londor. And so she believes that Orbeck is like evil or something. So if you'd like, you could kill Orbeck and then give Yuria his ashes, and then she will give you the Morian Blade, which is like a serrated sword. We won't do that, though. If you kill her, she drops Yuria's Ashes, which allows you to purchase the Londor Braille Divine Tome, Dark Hand. She also has Dark Drift, which is a invisible sword. I'm trying to see how to get that. Yeah, so if you kill her, she drops it. And if you also summon her for the final boss fight, you can get it that way as well. Okay, cool. So that's basically it for this section of the walkthrough. There is one other thing we got to do, and that is, since we killed the watchdogs of Farron, it is time to put down their crown. That's Yorm the Giant. Right, so right here we can place the cinders of a lord onto this throne. And you need to do that with all the cinders once you get them in order to access the final area of the game. Cool, let's level up. Actually, she still doesn't have anything for me. I really want to level up my weapon, man.
It wasn't he.
Alright, reinforce the Estus flask with Andre. We did pick up a shard. Can't reinforce... Oh, we can. Finally. Okay. Good. Alright. Very good. And then let's go ahead and level up. You do not want to heal the Dark Sigil, though, if you want that final ending. Okay, great. So that's that.
Farewell, Ashen One.
And then... yeah. So, if you'd like, you could take the soul from the boss that we just killed and speak with Lovelith, and then he will... you can craft the Farron Greatsword, which is actually a really solid PvP weapon. People like it a lot. The moveset's kind of hard to follow, so it's interesting. And then the Stray Demon Soul allows us to create the Demon Great Axe. No, it's not right. Stray Demon allows you to create Havel's Ring. So that's what you can do with that. Okay, so that is it for this part of the walkthrough. In the next part, we will be going through the Catacombs of Karthus, which does have a branching path partway through, or actually right near the end, there's actually a branch. So I think what we will do is, let me just double check here. This involves the quest line with Henry. Go back to the catacombs until Henry found Horus. Okay, so progressing into the valley is the trigger. Right. Okay, sorry, I'm just like... Okay, great. Yeah, so we don't have to do the branch before, like, prematurely. But Catacombs of Karthus is it's a much shorter area. I'll tell you that right now. It's probably one of the shortest ones in the game. It's pretty direct, but there's still a lot to do there. But we'll take care of that next time. Yeah, so if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Dark Souls 3, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and on Twitch, and as always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.